Hello and welcome to day 29 of May, Myself and I. We're getting close to the end now, guys. Just 3 more videos, or 2 more after this. Today my drink of choice is just a giant bottle of water. I did say that very proudly, but I do have a little can of something nice for a live stream that I'm doing in just over 10 minutes. So before I start talking about the word of today, which is praise, I just wanted to let you know quickly that I have signed up to another 10k. It is the Asics 10k on July 21st, and I will be running it in my underwear again because that's just the thing I do now, I think. I just always want to advocate body positivity whenever I run because I feel like that's such a strong image, just to see someone running in their underwear regardless of what their body shape and size is. I think that's just a really cool thing to do anyway. And my lovely friend Rebecca, who has actually asked me to run with the group that I'm running with, she has also decided to join me and run in her underwear, which is just so good. And I'm pretty sure that Molly, who ran with me in the Vitality 10k, is also running. I think she's gonna run in her underwear. I don't know, I hope she is. But the group that I'm running with are LMTO, which stands for the London Musical Theatre Orchestra. Back in 2016, I was part of A Christmas Carol at the Lyceum in London where The Lion King is on, and for one Sunday when The Lion King wasn't on, we did A Christmas Carol and I played Emily, who is Scrooge's long lost love, and that was all put on by LMTO. Whilst they do big scale professional productions like that, they also do these things called playthroughs, which is when professional and non-professional people come together, rehearse a musical during the day and then do a private run through in the evening, which is a really fun thing to be a part of because when you're already in a show, you would give anything to sing something other than the show that you are singing 8 shows a week. And if you're a professional and not in a show, it's a fun thing to be a part of because of the social aspects. You get to be with a bunch of people and sing really cool music. And if you're a non-professional, it gives you a real taste of what the industry is like, and you get embraced into the community. There are so many people who have found a stepping stone into the industry through doing these playthroughs, but they are done out of the sheer love of musical theatre, and putting these playthroughs on relies on donations from lovely people like you. So I will put a link to our fundraising page below. Anything you can give, even if it's just £1, £2, it will be massively, massively appreciated. And if you can't donate, please just tweet the link. Just get it out there so people know what we're running for. There is a big group of us running, but the 4 of us who are on that page, we all met through doing A Christmas Carol for LMTO. So it's really nice to be fundraising for the reason that we're all friends. Okay, the word for today is praise. I am very lucky that it's something that I get a lot of. Being in the entertainment industry, you go out onto stage every night at the end of the show and it's just people clapping and literally showing you praise and praising your performance. And I'm very lucky that my social media is rife with people saying lovely things all of the time. But the issue with this, it's really weird that I'm talking about an issue with getting praise, but the issue with this is that when you are in a position where you get a lot of praise, like anything you get exposed to a lot, you kind of become a little bit desensitized to it. And sort of like hate and negativity as well, you find ways of growing a thicker skin and you're able just to shrug it off. But I found that when you block yourself off to one kind of reaction from people that you don't know, you kind of have to block yourself off to all reactions. Instead of it being a case of one's positive and one's negative, it comes down to the opinions of strangers, whether they're positive or negative. You kind of can't rely too heavily on either. You've just got to put them into one category, and that is the opinions of people who don't know you and therefore should not greatly affect you. And it's really hard. It's really hard to find any kind of balance on social media because it's so fast-paced and always ever-changing, which is why in the last like 2 years or so I have just taken a big step back, because I found when I was at the heart of the YouTube community and I was constantly just in the middle of it all and my whole world revolved around YouTube, if you're really in the thick of it, you get caught up in all of the drama that comes with it. In my experience, I found that I'm better off being on the outskirts and occasionally dipping my toe in rather than being in the center of it, because it's way harder to climb out once you're in. I think I've also just learnt to ignore a lot of what people say on Twitter, because it's so easy just to type something and forget about it, whether that's positivity or negativity, because what someone says to you face to face has been thought out and there's a lot of courage behind it, and they've obviously really wanted to say it to you, otherwise it wouldn't be said. Whereas a lot less courage goes behind writing a tweet, which is why you do get keyboard warriors who don't have to deal with your reaction and therefore feel no guilt when they just send you something shit. So as lovely as it is to get praise, I feel like you can't really let one in without letting everything else in. And so you kind of just have to put up a little, like, mesh gauze. And occasionally something will slip through, occasionally someone will say something like so overly lovely to me that I can't help but be touched by it. But a lot of the time I found if you open the floodgates to one, you open the floodgates to it all, and that can be dangerous. So whilst I still read the comments, which I feel like is going against all of the advice that you ever are given when you start a YouTube channel, which is just don't read the comments. I still read the comments, I still read everything that's put under Instagram pictures, I still read all of my tweets. I think I just have a much thicker skin, or a much bigger wall against the opinions of people that I don't know. As lovely as praise is, sometimes you do just have to take a step back from the opinions of strangers, no matter what they are. I will see you tomorrow.